Okay, so what's next? And we actually literally had an all-company meeting. We were about 100 people at this point. And we had some input from some venture capitalists who were our next round of funding, what we could make. We could make strawberry flavor, but we just cured malaria. Strawberry flavor doesn't seem nearly as important after that. So we wanted to set our sights high. We wanted to be an idealistic company. At some point we have to make a profit. We had to target a profitable venture, but at the same time we wanted to have an impact in the world. And I think this picture right here kind of describes what we're trying to do. Global warming. Again, this gives an idea that the U.S. is one of the worst perpetrators, is the worst perpetrator according to this map of CO2 emissions. It's a real concern, and the whole company actually took a field trip to go see An Inconvenient Truth. That kind of got us. That's really what launched this project. And we sat down. We had to make a mission statement. We're starting a company. That's important to do. So our first mission statement was to kick butt globally with a zero carbon footprint. Didn't look so good on business cards though.
So fun brainstorming sessions.
Yep. But this is what our next goal is, and we want to basically provide petroleum replacements. Anything that we can make from petroleum that comes out of the ground, we think we can make essentially a green substitute through a fermentation process. And that's what we've been focused on since then. Another example here is carbon emissions going up. This is our current path. If we stopped right here just to stabilize this, we're still way higher than we should be. And we want to actually hit this point here where we're actually lowering carbon emissions by using green technology to replace petroleum. So how do we go from drugs to fuel? It should be pretty simple. We have this red compound made by this gene right here. Replace it with the green compound to make this chemical right here called farnesene. It actually comes from the same plant. We actually found this farnesene synthase from Artemisia annua too, and it happens to work really well. It's not an uncommon compound. It's actually mimics an aphid pheromone, so it's kind of an anti-aphid repellent that plants naturally produce. But it should be easy, right? Just take out one gene, put another gene. It should be simple. The problem is that, again, this sells for $100 a kilogram, and we want to sell this for less than $1 a kilogram. This is actually farnesene that's been hydrogenated to farnesane. This is actually diesel fuel right there that we've made at Amherst. You could go put it into a diesel vehicle and run on it right now.